I remember my honest right, trust me. Well, not that much, but I remember it enough to know that this is gonna be bad yet. I'm not sneezing, huh? Told you I was gonna sneeze. I don't know how there can be any thumbs up on this, but I appreciate that. Appreciation. But honestly, these mixes, they were happy. I had to fast forward on it. I didn't. They don't even know that I'm hurting. Made out of steel. Don't forget that I'm human. Don't forget that I'm real. Act like you know me, but you never will. But there's one thing that I know for sure. I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you. I don't know how you'll tolerate this, or like they're old, like that old. Wait, which one we on? Right there. Ah, yes. I'll switch it up in a second, but. I'm genuinely curious what I'm into it next on that mix. I'm like 100% curious myself. Oh hell no, we're not listening to another mix or whatever of that. Wait, let's find some other stuff. Okay, that's like what? Like another 9-year-old thing. What about no shedding? Sappy wanna start a Sunday morning. Give me a minute. That's just 9 years old. This has been a stressful night, stressful time. I'm just gonna cut down this one. Any of the regulars up in the comment section? I don't know how to distract me, please do it. Don't look that up, but it's old school. Ouch! Bad scratching and all that is.
I think it gets worse, you know, so I just flip onto... Wait, what else? Oh, hell no, no, these whack ass. Love for those thumbs up. So they're warranted, but they're much appreciated. What else is on it? I didn't realize that was what was on already. Those two, though.
To the beats when Drake blows, I talk shit, but my dick's long as my payroll. I get ass like a ball player.
Oh, this got George Bush sampled in on it. Might as well run this one.
In the early stages of military operations to disarm Iraq to free its people.
Feature George Bush. Hey, big up for that love, though.
These times of trouble and uncertainty. Will be the voice of salvation.
This is Eminem.
I'll flip it up, switch it up on something in a second, but I just thought I'd run that one. Trying to see what else is even on it.
The opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order.
In the end days, there will be wars and rumors of
New pictures overnight of one of North Korea's key.
It's kind of crazy how that's from 9 years ago, right? Wait. Quoting George Bush.
earthquakes in various places. Nationwide construction, and the heart of man will grow cold.
Then I must stop pinning them, and I am not. I'm just not coming in.
Voice will be the voice.
Alright, let's switch this. Your new world order, dumb implants. Like literally long plans. Like George Bush's words there, they were literally what mixed into that remix. That remix was literally published out there 9 years ago. Why would you have your George Bush speaking on a new world order that was bound to happen if that weren't a thing? You know what I mean? Of course it was a damn thing. Everyone knows that much, right? Like, none of those numbers
This is destiny. Yes, money, I'm off money, so get off of me. I'm not slowing a softening. No apologies. No, suckers, I'm not sorry. You can all sue me. Y'all could be the cause of me. No apologies. Y'all feeling the force of me. No remorse for me. Like there was no recourse for me. No apologies. Not even acknowledging you at all. Till I get a call and God's coming. No apologies. Laugh, fuckers, it's all funny. I can spit in your face while you standing across from me. No apologies.
We had stuff we were supposed to react to and review from the other day, and I really feel bad for not having done that already, but we'll get to it.
I keep saying it, I can't stress it enough. I keep saying it, I can't stress it enough. So keep playing and stand next to the subs. I choke mics like asphyxiation when I'm strangling my own throat, masturbating. Fuck yeah, I'm a basket.
These are old, like, oh wait, what about this Drake one? That, as far as I remember, well, okay, it went bad. Hang on 1 second, let me just roll up a cigarette kind of thing to smoke. Give me about 30 seconds, not a minute. Again, even that, 9 years ago.
A nigga got a lot of vendettas, but we the black mom, we gon' set it, build off in a Lamborghini chrome tie, 200 in the dash, gonna rev it, Lucky Luciano, what they call me, Paisano,
I'm not bullshit, by the way. Look, Roach made. Dodgy as fuck, but still. Rizzler found. I just gotta fill this in and then we can switch up to something.
I got my eyes on you. You're everything that I see. I won't show how love.
I'm guessing this mix wasn't that bad because, well,
I can't get over you. You left your mark on me.
don't sound that bad.
I love and emotion. Endlessly. 'Cause you're a good girl and you know it. You act so different around me. 'Cause you're a good girl and you know it.
Long time ago though.
I know exactly who you could be.
I made that now.
Just hold on, hold on.
See? Oh shit.
It's hard to do these things alone. Just hold on.
Alright, I get why that one was. It's hidden from majority of people, but. Alright, we'll jump over this in 1 second. It's so old though. How y'all anyway? is like what, a Sunday morning technically. Almost finished. When it's over, we'll switch it. It's pretty much done already. I don't know if I can guess where that was mixed down. I don't particularly remember it minute by minute or anything, but you know. Alright. We could play that. I don't know what people want. There was some stuff we're supposed to check out, review, react, or whatever too from the other day. I can't remember it though, name by name. If Timu is up in there, please drop the track's name, because like it would take me a piece of time to, you know, pull up like a shot of what it was. Wait, I've got an idea though. Meantime, y'all heard, right? The cases that XXX was up against, right? I'm guessing you did.
Including breaking plastic coat hangers on her legs.
I'll run them for a quick second.
Used to brag about on Twitter back in 2014. So a week and a half after moving to Orlando, an X and Geneva are on their way to a show, listening to music.
Do we need
the song
the
is playing that's by X and another
pubs
male
and
artist, and
1
Geneva was
second.
singing along. So all of the lyrics that X was spitting, and then humming along to the lyrics that the other guy was spitting. Now apparently after this, X gave her an excruciating silent treatment for the rest of the ride home. And when they finally arrived,
anyone into the money thing, right?
And confronted her.
Let me just drop a name of something that you need to invest in right this second. I believe that that's the code name.
Continued to escalate things, allegedly headbutting her.
Let me just double check, right?
Stomping her on the ground.
And I'll check it's on the app as well for y'all. Don't go investing if it's not. But trust me, it's actually worth it.
Now, at a certain point, she managed to escape this beating and tried to run down the street. But X took chase, tackling her to the ground and hitting her head on the concrete. So bear in mind, this beating was so severe that Geneva suffered serious visible injuries from this incident, including bruises,
Who's
scratches,
up in there
black
anyway?
eyes,
Our
and a lump on
regulars?
her head. Now, for a brief period after XXXTentacion was arrested in July, Geneva managed to get away from him for a little, calling her mother to come and collect her and taking her to stay with a friend in Texas. However, at a certain point, something happened.
Double check that this is still raking it in.
And she found herself back living in the house with X's friends while X was in jail. And well,
okay, right.
This is a real recipe for
take that one for Rizzle.
This time, she apparently ended up sleeping with
Alright.
a man. Then in September
See this?
2016, X gets back out of jail.
Go for it. XCN, right?
And so they once again moved
Listen to me. Do it.
I'm sure you can imagine where this went, because as soon as they moved in together, X confronted Geneva about the cheating.
Right now.
Putting a knife to her neck, strangling her, and calling her a hoe.
You see them figures? Up almost 2,000% in a month. Do it.
She reiterated that what he
And I ain't giving y'all advice like that every day.
and that was the end of it. And well, apparently he responded initially with violence, slapping her.
And
Eventually,
if y'all don't believe that I'm down with that,
later, her
fuck
and X
it.
moved together to Sweetwater,
Let me
Florida.
just show
But
you
if you thought that
something.
was going to change anything, you were unfortunately mistaken.
Alright.
Yet another incident likely sparked
I was slapped. I know it's small, but just to prove it to you.
Strangling her only to be stopped by one of their housemates, who said at this point they were completely convinced that X was going to take Geneva's arm.
There you go.
At this point, X had already called the guy that Geneva had supposedly slept with whilst he was in jail, demanding to know everything about the situation.
So if I'm doing that for y'all,
Specifics about what went down between them. But at this point, it seemed like X just had this psychopathic transfixion on his girlfriend.
please go for it.
Even after all the cards were laid out on the table. And sadly, in October, that obsession would reach.
Smile Man have permission to load. Who the f is Smile Man though? Yo, my guy. Who's Smile Man? Smile. Who's Smile Man? dropping in the comments there. Seriously though, who's Smart Man? Like, can't say I got down with a man like know who bro is. I'm not gonna cap you. Real was in the thing for a reason.
I had ever heard of that. At some point, X found out that Geneva was carrying his child.
I'm just giving y'all a drop on how to get some money up in this.
But even with this in mind,
See how we're going on anyway.
Woof! And so once again, X confronts Geneva.
It's going all right.
She needs to tell him everything about the cheating, or
We
he
ended
will kill her and their unborn child. And once again, he started elbowing her, headbutting her, and punching her, before proceeding to strangle her until she nearly passed out. Then taking her to the bathroom, once again putting her in the bathtub, beating her and demanding to know everything.
Alright, I hope you all got that drop on where to put your money.
A glimpse of herself in the mirror during this beating, and her face was so swollen she couldn't even.
I don't call nobody. You want to send a 5 direct? I don't even actually have anything set up for you to do that, but I could do it for you if we could find a way, but we'd have to do that in private, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, and this was a GoFundMe that was taken down because
I gave you a hint how to make them bucks today on your own back. Literally, I just told you how to do it. Smart Man is a great addition to your life and likes to play games such as tag, hide and seek, okay? So does Smart Man have your permission to load? What do you mean by, yo, Smile in the comments, what do you mean by does man have my permission to load? Load what?
So at this point, they put sunglasses and a hoodie on Geneva and put her into a car. Most likely,
I mean,
the guys that they were taking her to. However, eventually,
how do I explain that?
North Miami, where she had never been before. At this point, they locked her
I
up.
can't give permission for something I don't fully understand, you know.
And apparently, X told her that if she tried to leave,
tag and hide and seek.
Being held captive at this property for 2
Smart
days,
Man is the thing that will load. Load on what though, bro? Like, load where? Because I'm not giving no permission for, like, you know, I'm not a desperado. How do I put it?
X was in the house, apparently playing video games without care in the world. Geneva's whole X
Smile, you're gonna have to explain it a bit better.
Room, pulling open a refrigerator door, tucking herself behind it, and crawling out without him noticing.
Literally.
Geneva ran into the street, frantically asking strangers
in your neighborhood somewhere. Load in what way, bro?
The only person whose number she knew off by heart, the ex-boyfriend whose house she'd left and moved in.
Load up, like what? Like load in what way? Like
finally able to get the medical treatment that she needed, as well as giving a comprehensive
come on, my guy.
Apparently backed up by that same ex who corroborated just how badly X had been treated.
He will what spawned in what? We're not in a video game right about now. Do you know what I mean? We're not playing no video game right this second. What do you mean? Spawn into a stream in this stream or what? Is this sounds a bit sketchy.
And thankfully, after getting away with all of that horrible behavior, X was arrested. Upon his arrest in October, X was charged with false imprisonment, witness tampering, aggravated battery of a pregnant victim.
In my neighborhood and all, like.
Count 1 was aggravated battery of.
How or where? I pick how or where. What boy? What's this guy gonna do? Is he gonna like hit up people? He's gonna what? You tell me what he's gonna do.
The hitting, headbutting, and or slapping Geneva, who was pregnant, with the suggestion that X knew that she was pregnant when he committed the assault. Count 2 was domestic battery by strangulation, described as knowingly or intentionally against the will of another, impeding the breathing or circulation of blood or oxygen by applying pressure to the throat or neck. Count 3 was false imprisonment, described as without lawful authority to forcibly by threat, confine, abduct, imprison, or restrain.
Play tag and yo, hold up. Smile in the comments says play tag and hide and seek and much more things. Yo, you the new age Squid Game? Real life Squid Game? Where you from, Smile? And much more things. All you have to do is never frown or he gets angry. Eh? As a real entity or as some guy jumping into something virtually? Sound like you're fucking offering out some kind of Squid Game shit. If so, it's gonna be a no, obviously. Never frown or he gets angry. I mean, yo, people check the comments. What do you think?
an apartment for 2 whole days without her permission after a beating so bad that he refused to take her to the hospital. And then there's count 4, witness tampering. Now, this witness tampering is described as having happened between October the 12th and December the 1st, 2006. And this is the unlawful to unlawfully or knowingly offer pecuniary benefit.
You want to invite to Squid Games? Oh my god, you say you can invite to Squid Games. What, like a replication of real life Squid Games? I'm sure I can find people who would join, but not myself. No, not me. Your man must be hella hooked up if he's got his own little island going. Stein style. Just try to not get shot. Yeah, interesting.
This was apparently the result of numerous things that X tried to do to prevent Geneva from holding these charges against him, including getting his boys to offer her $3,000 not to testify, as well as having made
I think in general people try to not pass away
Some of these conversations even later leaked online after X's passing, and I've got to say, this ended up being some of the most chilling stuff I've ever listened to.
So that's what you're gonna do. Here's what you're gonna do, and if you don't do this the way I'm playing it, I'm gonna send them to your mom's house. We have managers. That's already fucked up to get to work. That's what I'm saying. And Geneva needs to go delete every single tweet now. You don't have to delete
so,
she's gonna send a specific
smile in the comments there. You're running some Squid Games there.
Yeah. Alright. Are you with me or against me?
I run it then, Smile. Any specific questions about Smile Man? Yeah, who is he? Where's he based? What continent, if you don't want to break it down to country or city or town, village, whatever the f is up. And I'll fire away. Where you based? Where's this Smile Man based? I mean, your name in the comments there come up as Smile, right? So you running your own Squid Games. I'm guessing what, you got your own island up in there?
Don't stand for any of the shit that's happened. I'll fucking drop the charges, but you already said that I might get in trouble shit.
Small man will find your location. Finding someone's location is one thing, if it's even got as the correct place. But you know, getting there might be a bit techie if someone was across the planet, right?
It's gonna drop eventually if I do not show up to court.
And how's man gonna get a whole load of people to run a bloody Squid Game style competition if he's not in that area?
If I don't show up to court and I don't, yeah, I know. That's what we were gonna do regardless.
You're inviting too much attention. I know what you're gonna do. I know you don't want me to go to prison. I know you don't want me to. I know you're fucking twisted. Now you're playing around with the law and you're playing around with jail. And I've done this multiple times so bad. And even never been to jail, and neither have you done what I have.
Small man will find your location, no need to worry, okay.
I've never been convicted. I think you even probably told you that I've never been convicted. And I won't be convicted now.
I'm so good on that, but it's a bit stalkerish.
Thank you for my things, baby boy.
I didn't get to shower. I didn't get to shower for like 5 days.
Yo, you tell me, Smile, why would Smile Man be so into where we at? Smile, all I needed was an agreement, but we can run it off of this too. What agreement? You ain't getting an agreement for some random shit that ain't been fully explained for Rizzle. I might be able to get you some peeps who'll agree with whatever, but surely even they would want to know all the small print, so to speak. I mean, how you even start this one with a Smile? You asking the Smile Man have permission to load? I guess the answer automatically was no. spawn in my neighborhood or our neighborhood or whoever's. You have completed the Smile Man experience. Okay. I'm not entirely sure what it even consisted of. Smile there in the comments, my guy, but I suppose you could do the dutiful diligence thing and explain.
Damn, I can't see. But anyway, what do you want me to write?
Now, X argued with the courts trying to get bond so that he could continue making a living from his entertainment career whilst awaiting trial. And boy, is that what he did, because we all know X achieved a hell of a lot.
We
whilst
have
waiting for his
our
trial that
info.
ultimately never happened. But during that time,
What
X did
info
not seem
would
at all
that be?
apologetic or remorseful. As early as December the 11th.
No, really though, Smile, my guy. What info? What info is it that you needed, obtained, and now have? You tell us. Because, you know, it's only fair to enlighten one.
Ever abused was that pussy. All the while he's sitting in jail, begging the judge to give him bail so that he can pursue his music career, all in the midst of his track Look at Me finally picking up steam and eventually hitting Billboard in 2017. So we're seeing how X is behaving. Meanwhile, you've got the likes of ASAP Rocky screaming free X.
Free my nigga XXX. I can't wait.
What do you mean that was not discussed, therefore I cannot say? Goodbye, dear frowner. Okay, ain't nobody frowned at ya, but you know, you're an interesting one. It's a shame you can't, you know, explain things further. Comment section. Smile. What's the obsession with frowning, not frowning, and all of that ish anyway, Smile? So I'm genuinely kind of curious with that one. Smile or, what we supposed to call you? DUOLINGONOTREAL hyphen C4K. A very recent thing, but you what, joined YouTube in 19th of March 2021. And yeah. It's interesting, I have to say, Mr. Smile. You have your info. What fucking info? Back your talk, Mr. Smile. Drop in the comments again. Explain what info it is you were seeking and what you now have.
What is you talking about?
Meanwhile, the actual victim of X's unpunished crimes is having to start a GoFundMe to try and fund her surgery and being harassed by X and his fans. And unfortunately, I really do wish that I could say X faced some kind of justice or fair trial for these despicable acts he was accused of. But that was not the case. On March the 27th, 2017, X pleaded no contest to those earlier charges we spoke about at the start from his home invasion days. As a result of that move, which is seen favourably by the courts, X gets probation whilst he awaits trial for his domestic violence case, along with a laundry list of conditions, including number 2, paying $50 a month towards the cost of his probation, 3, home confinement, 4, not being allowed a gun, 6, not being able to associate with criminals, 7, he can't drink or do drugs, and 11 and 12, he's subject to random drug testing. But essentially, with those restrictions is freedom. And with that freedom, X continues on with his life, becoming a bona fide hip-hop celebrity, building an enormous platform
now, literally, Mr. Smile.
Impressionable fans hanging on his every word. And naturally, X decided to use this newfound platform in his favour, replying to the allegations in a highly unapologetic tone in September 2017, calling the charges against him fabricated. Then, in a spectacular show of how little class he has, he once again says that he only beats the pussy, before continuing to vaguely protest his innocence in a series of ranting videos where he laughs at his haters and says that he's going to domestically abuse your little sister, which make me so angry.
Y'all niggas mad? Y'all niggas mad I'm successful? Suck my dick! Is this making you mad yet? If you hate me, are you mad yet? Are you gonna go on Reddit and post really bad things about me? Are you gonna make my dick even harder than it is now? I'm gonna fuck y'all little sisters in their throats. I swear to God, everybody that called me a domestic abuser, I'm finna domestically abuse y'all little sister pussy from the back. Fuck wrong with you? No, but on some real shit. If you don't like me, refer me to your auntie.
Excuse extentacion.
I put my dick in her throat. Cause if y'all really think I ever gave a fuck about anything y'all be saying, alright, y'all gonna make me miserable. I got one thing I really want to say. I think I'm gonna start supporting the feminist movement. Hashtag sensitive. Sorry, the last video didn't work. So what I meant to say was, I realized I got distracted. I'm sorry. If you want your pussy domestically abused, hit my
No,
line.
seriously, excuse
And with
XXX.
XXX out. I got your auntie mortgage in my mouth. Niggas is gonna be so fucking mad on Instagram, and then they gonna be talking about me all day tomorrow when I drop this fucking video. Niggas is gonna be fucking mad because y'all can't fucking ignore me. You're not gonna ignore me. It's not possible.
Yeah.
One more thing. Niggas is mad that I'm myself. Niggas is mad that I'm me. Niggas is mad that I want to be me. That I don't work.
I'm taking Mr. Smile in the comments, love.
Get here. Y'all niggas is mad. Niggas be trying to call me like I'm not a virgin.
Hey.
I'm a fucking virgin.
Yeah, not only is that really out of line and upsetting, but I kind of find these videos incredibly incriminating. I mean, these don't look like the kind of things that a sane and innocent man would post, but that's just my perception. But perception aside, here's the reality of the situation. This is a man that has become famous and is using his enormous platform and celebrity status to publicly goad a woman that he brutally beat and kidnapped. Now, for anybody that was expecting to see X brought to justice for some of the things that he had done in his lifetime, you're going to be sorely disappointed, because his trial was delayed numerous times. Bear in mind, this alleged kidnapping and torture happened in October 2016. It was originally going to be held in May 2017, only 2 months after he originally got bail, but then it was delayed to October 2017. Then it got delayed again after the pitchfork details leaked. Then the trial was set once again for December 2017. But then something strange happened. Seemingly out of nowhere, an affidavit was filed to the courts by the victim, supposedly asking for the charges to be completely dropped. And well, the prosecutors that were going after X weren't born yesterday, were they? They didn't buy it and immediately suggested that this was a shady move coming from X's side, either the result of an attempt to strong-arm the victim into withdrawing her statement, or just a complete fabrication. And so, at this point, the prosecution slapped first-degree felony witness tampering charges on X. And at this point, the prosecutors felt like what they had on X was so damn incriminating, they even planned to split the trial into 2 separate cases. With one, the more serious
tends to
one,
happen
being
with
solely
this multiple
focused on
crimes,
witness
you know?
tampering, which is legally speaking the more serious charge, and most likely, if he's convicted on that, he ain't got no chance on beating the domestic violence charges. Frankly, a savvy move by the prosecutors,
not really how it
even for a
works, to
moment,
be honest,
X looked
but
pretty defeated by this, telling fans ahead of the trial that it was fun while it lasted, and generally giving off the demeanor that he knew he was royally fucked. But finally, a hearing was held about this on December the 14th, 2017, where X pleaded not guilty. So, 4 days after putting in that plea, on December the 18th, X officially gets charged with a hefty 8 counts of witness tampering, mainly stemming from calls that he had made whilst in jail. Apparently, the prosecution had compiled around 213
Mr. Smile in the comments left and left this.
to both witnesses and the victim, including one friend who witnessed the abuse, where he apparently threatened her and told her to stop speaking to the victim, at which point apparently X's legal team was scrambling to try and have these calls omitted from the trial, with the suggestion that these calls pretty much amounted to a confession to the crime. But in spite of the mountains of evidence piling up against X, miraculously luck would sort of be on his side, as it kinda had been for over a year.
Luck?
Because only 2 days later, after having spent a measly 5 days in custody, he was once again released on house arrest on December 20th. God, I guess life's just on easy street when you're a violent abuser of women, isn't it? And hey, while you're there, X gets yet another lucky break in March 2018, when he is apparently allowed to be released off of house arrest before the case has gone to trial, so that he could go on tour and make money. Apparently telling the court that he doesn't make enough money from record sales and he needs to go on tour to keep himself afloat. God, yeah, I can really sympathize, right? It must be hard being trapped in your $1.4 million house on house arrest.
I take it he's never been on house arrest
anyway. Over the 3
anyway.
months that followed whilst X was allowed off of house arrest to go and make money, he clearly turned his finances around because he splashed a whopping $1.7 million on 4 properties for members of his family, and while you're there, another $3.6 million mansion that that he picked out for his mother. Man, owning all that property, just think how many beaten up girlfriends he could lock up and never face justice for. Because now we all know that he was brutally murdered in a botched robbery whilst he was shopping for a motorcycle on the 18th of June 2018. And even though the
Hey,
victim of
shout
X's
up
domestic
on
abuse
whoever
didn't
that
feel any kind of joy
subbed
from the
up
awful
extra,
fate that he was
that's
met
nice.
with. I mean,
So,
who
yeah,
knows if X's robbers had
we're
truly
going to
intended
get
to
this
kill him when
pumping
they were
though.
robbing him. Just as we don't know whether X had intended to kill any of the 8 people that he had stabbed in Deerfield Beach in 2016.
I'm on New Times for stabbing how many people they put in the news. They said 3, it was 8.
We don't know the intentions that X had towards all of the people that he had hurt in his life. Just like we don't know the intentions of those robbers that were there that day that X was murdered. But ultimately, none of all this mattered after X passed. On August the 3rd, 2018, all of the charges against X were dropped. Because what's the point when there's no one left to hold to account? But I can imagine one of the hardest things.
Alright, let's lock off it from there.
Never truly get
It
justice.
should run straight from here. Any seconds.
To never truly get believed. But fortunately, in October 2018, once again, Pitchfork managed to get their hands on a secret 27-minute recording. Now, this recording in no way provided justice, but at least it provided a little bit of closure and a little bit more understanding for X fans. Because in this recording, X appears to openly admit that he abused his girlfriend.
She fell through on every occasion until now. Until I started her up, bro. But I started her up because she made one mistake, and from there, the whole cycle went down. Now she's scared. That girl is scared for her life, which I understand.
As well as pointing out all the circumstances surrounding this abuse, specifically his obsession with her supposedly sleeping with his friend whilst he was in jail.
Yeah, young boy that you take care of, right? He fucked your homegirl. He fucked your girlfriend, right? He fucked your girlfriend, get her off the drugs, and fuck her. Your dog telling you, nice nigga, fuck you, you're a bitch. I would kill this bitch if she played with me.
He also admitted to putting further pressure on her, talking about finding out that she'd gone down on his friend in Texas, something which he said that he'd scared out of her during a prison visit, something that he did regularly.
She sucked her ex-dick to get to Texas, right? This is something that y'all don't even know. She came to my visitation and let me know, and I forgave her. You feel me? I had to scare it out of her. I had to sit there and scare it out of her. That's what I'm telling y'all, bro. Like, let me do my thing. You feel me? I know how to get the truth out of her.
In the course of this, he admits that he found out that she slept with someone else and forgave her after admitting just how badly he tends to attack her.
I found out that ugly-ass Raw, soft-ass Raw that I beat up all the time, hit that, right? So you know what I do initially? Because I used to fuck her up, bro. I used to fuck her up, bro. You know what I did? I didn't touch her. I forgave her.
Yet in the same conversation, he talks about how much he loves her, saying that this is exactly why he abuses her. Because at the same time, he can't take the betrayal, he also says he can't walk away. Essentially saying that he just keeps on hitting her and it's fucking her up.
As much as I told you, you know what's funny as fuck? Still love this bitch, bro. It's crazy as fuck. You gonna find just someone, just like you love your mom, you feel me? Like just as much as you love your mom, you gonna find someone that make you feel equivalent. And make it just like you. And then you gonna feel how I feel. And I'm telling you to your face, you gonna go through the same exact. You're not gonna jump on a cliff, though. I'm just crazy.
It's hard to tell someone to their face when you down the line, you know?
You're not gonna know how to do it. You're not gonna know how to do it because you're not gonna want to walk away because that's your bitch. You're not gonna walk away. You're not gonna want to consistently hit them because that shit, it fucked them up, you feel me?
As the conversation continues, it transpires that he is speaking to 2 friends, trying to convince them to let him have a private conversation with Geneva so that he can basically continue to pressure her to tell the truth about her encounters with other men. To which they're responding naturally, fuck no, you're an abuser.
I don't got nothing else to lose at this point because she let me some other shit, bro, that she did not tell me before, so I know she's lying.
I
already heard enough.
Even big man, they seem to be like a bit shook of,
But, like,
even smaller dudes who go psycho on their women, because I guess they're a bit scared of someone who flips out like that.
Outside, we'll be fine, bro. I'll figure something, bro. I need to talk to that girl, bro.
This is what
let's just work her out to where I can leave, bro, because I'm not, bro.
I don't want you, I don't want you
to have me sit here.
You feel me? Yeah, I don't want you to have to stay in, like, a space or area.
Let me talk to her, and I'm straight. That's it. Fucking go hit her for it.
I know, but I can't do that.
Bro, I'll sit right there.
The conversation begins to fall apart from here, and eventually X confronts these 2, making it clear that they are both older than he is. To which he responds by saying he's only 18, but pointing out all of the fucked up stuff that he has seen up until this point, kind of
Right.
inferring that this is the reason that he behaves so badly.
Bro, I'm here telling
Yeah,
you,
but
bro, like, that shit don't make no sense.
plenty of us seen
Yeah,
fucked
if you
up
fucking
shit,
get
you know?
so, my man, you got mad time ahead of you, bro.
What? You ever seen somebody get tongue up?
Well, how does it relate, though,
You seen
to...
somebody get
Well, a lot of people
I know,
being in
bro,
that
but
situation, you know?
I know,
Fighters,
You ever
bro,
had to live with the pride of your mother being a stripper when you was younger?
Nah.
You ever seen somebody try to kill your mom in front of you?
Like,
a lot of people done seen them
through a
things. Like, I'm not even sure if X had seen the
So
first
many
one, to
people
be
have pointed
honest,
to X's
because he
dark
took
past
the
and his
latter
ongoing
3
depression as an
harder,
excuse,
right?
or even at least a point of understanding for all of the dark stuff that he did. And it's clear that his harsh upbringing was a far cry from the suburban bliss that many others have experienced.
My mom was just in situations where she couldn't take care of me, you feel me? Like, niggas done drop.
But most people have seen someone get their tongue ripped out of them or cut out, as man put it. They would not put that as a harsher experience or something more traumatic than the 3 things he named after. Because it's more raw, you know? That's why I doubt that he saw the first thing he said, which was a tongue getting ripped out of someone.
Was on me when I was like a jit type shit. Like I stabbed my person. I was like 6.
Look, we can all
I
agree that
also
X was
find that strange, stabbing somebody when you're 6 years old, stabbing a grown man when you're a 6-year-old boy. It sounds like BS. Like, come on. Kind of grown man's getting stabbed up by a 6-year-old. A lot of 6-year-old little boys can't penetrate the skin, let alone be fast enough or sly and slick enough to get some kind of a blade into them. And with no repercussions, are you crazy?
a great artist. And in case you didn't notice, I have another video that's all about his amazing artistry and how much his music has helped people. So you can't call me biased. But if you're an X fan or supporter and you still think he's a good guy, in spite of the facts, maybe you need to take a closer look at who you are. Because if you let somebody's musical genius overshadow the facts about what they have really done in their life, you're a poor judge of character. And that's probably going to be detrimental to your life. And yes, X fans, I know there's plenty of theories to the contrary that suggest that Geneva was lying, or that X was never the one that beat her up, clinging on to this idea that he'd actually just sent some goons to do it for him, as if that somehow makes it okay. Bear in mind, X was facing numerous counts for witness tampering or pressuring his abused ex-girlfriend to drop the charges. So no, you don't really get to doubt her in this case. That's X's fault. I'm all for celebrating X the artist and celebrating the amazing art that he left behind. But as a man, a human being, he was a controlling, violent, and vicious human being who wanted nothing more than to control and violate the woman that he was around. And to me, nothing exemplifies this more than the fact that in those leaked phone calls, where X was speaking to Geneva directly from jail, pressuring her to drop the charges, even with the weight of all of the charges and all of the potential time in jail that X had brought onto himself with his own toxic behavior, even then, he can't help but continue the same pattern of abuse that had gotten him into this situation. Continuing to aggressively question Geneva about the other men that she'd been with, refusing to move on and refusing to listen to reason.
All right, here's my personal questions for my own personal reasons for my emotions. Who came and saw you at Jasmine's house that time you lied to me and you said it was some big Chico? Because it wasn't.
His name was Joey.
Sure about that?
Yep.
How many times did you fuck her up?
Like 5.
You wanted to do that to me.
No, it happened, and then I told you it was like a fuck it type of thing.
Why didn't you tell me the truth?
Because I was scared.
No, but yeah, why didn't you tell me the truth, you know?
Because I was scared.
Sure, we can enjoy his music, but we can't look up to him. If his music speaks to you and got you out of a dark place, just like it did for me, just know that it was really you that got you out of that dark place. You heard some music that inspired you to be a better version of yourself. You have the good in you, and you should aspire to be the best that you can possibly be. Thanks for watching.
I
Peace
feel
out.
real bad for, you know, them people who feel like, I don't know, like whoever they look up to, someone they've never met, they feel like that person saved their life when they were suicidal or whatever they do. Hey, that person didn't save your damn life, man. You just, you know, you did yourself some justice by not taking it. Literally. We better back in a couple minutes. Realize bars, R-E-A-L-E-Y-E-S-B-A-R is sub up. Sub up, love up. See you in a couple minutes.